fan's heart is full of hate. He butters, cries, and a dark shadow falls over this troll. From the ashes of a once great fandom has risen a meme, an LOL that must be liked. We look to the airways for a vindicator, someone to strike fear in the dark basement of the parents who created him. The battle between fan and Smark has begun. With a head on his shoulders stands the Smark fan, a speaker of truth, with a voice of silence and a radio show of justice. This is Ring Rust.
Out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. That's for Rick. So let's get right into the Elimination Chamber results from this past Sunday on the WWE Network. And yeah, it actually specifically says it wasn't on pay-per-view on the Wikipedia page. From the American Bank Center in Corpus Christi, Texas. So the first match, which they said wasn't not so much I guess they said wasn't going to happen, they just didn't say it was going to happen. I guess it's, if you want to differentiate between those two theories, I suppose. They didn't announce any kind of pre-show match, they just said they were going to have Miz TV with Daniel Bryan being interviewed, but they ended up adding a match anyway, which saw Stardust defeating Zack Ryder in about 6 minutes. So yeah, it was Zack Ryder. I get to see Zack Ryder, so I was happy. And Stardust is always entertaining, so I was doubly happy. I'm not complaining. Would have been nice if they had announced it beforehand, but what can I say?
And I quote,
check out the TMZ of professional wrestling news. And I quote on Facebook. All the latest news with some attitude, new and classic wrestling videos, and so much more.
Can I have your attention, please? I just received an email from the Raw General Manager.
This is Fabio Marcaroni. You are listening to Ring Rust on not everyone's vibe, CHMR-FM. So the first match proper from the Elimination Chamber live event, I guess we should call it. Wasn't really a pay-per-view because it wasn't on pay-per-view. So I guess we should just call it, a live event from the WWE Network, which I now have, by the way. I just got Monday after Elimination Chamber. Bit of odd timing there. So the first thing I watched was TakeOver Unstoppable, actually. I watched it instead of Raw, because I don't really watch Raw live anymore. I guess I should, especially since now on the network they have something that comes on right after Raw. I guess I should probably, Anyway, I should start watching Raw live again, I suppose. If nothing else, for that reason. So the second thing I watched? Well, NXT, I guess. Yeah, well, mainly I've been watching NXT on the network. So, and the Stone Cold podcast with Paul Heyman. I think actually that was the second thing I saw. The second thing I watched, and then I watched NXT. Anyway, or the other way around. I don't really know. I'm not gonna nitpick which order I did the thing. I haven't watched it a whole lot since I got it. And it's free for June for when you sign up. So, I've heard people saying, "How can this possibly work? How can they be making money?" Because they are. It's WWE, and they're putting a product out there, which means they're making money from that product. Don't ask how. It's happening. Vince McMahon basically has the Midas touch when it comes to, for the majority of things. I shouldn't say he's got the Midas touch for everything, because, there's no XFL, and there's no ICO Pro, and anyway. But he tried. He's done more than you have, so. Anyway, so the first proper match from Elimination Chamber this past Sunday saw the New Day defending their titles against Lucha Dragons, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. the Primetime Players, the Ascension, and Los Matadores. Now, a couple of humorous things with this was El Torito was in the ring when they put the cage down, when they closed the cage up. So he was in the ring like the whole time until the Los Matadores got eliminated. So that was kind of funny. When Kid and Cesaro were coming to the ring, I was saying, are they going to let Natalya? Are they going to put Natalya in there too? Is Hornswoggle going to come down and he's going to be up there too? And I don't know, just funny little things. So anyway, wasn't really disappointed. For like 23 and a half minutes, it was a moderately, solidly entertaining match. Not necessarily front to back, but it had entertaining moments and dull moments. But then again, a 23-minute match is going to have entertaining moments and dull moments. So, well, as long as there was more than 3 moments, I suppose, because 3 ain't enough.
What a jolly good show. You're listening to Ring Rust on CHMR 93.5 FM. Hip hip and panic ho.
So next up for the Elimination Chamber from this past Sunday, live event on the WWE Network, saw Nikki Bella defending her Divas Championship against Paige and Naomi. Now, I predicted that Paige was going to win that one, and what did I... Well, actually, I didn't seriously predict that the Ascension were going to win. I said, what about someone said, LOL, what about the Ascension? Because, I kind of just wanted to play the Ascension song, I guess. I don't think... I guess I suspected that New Day was probably going to retain, so anyway. And like I said, I predicted that Paige would win the title, so I guess I was wrong with that one. I guess, do I want to say I was wrong with that last one too? Because I did technically say, LOL, what about the Ascension? I didn't really expect them to win. Yeah. Anyway.
Listen up, Junior. This is the king of your world, the commandant of cool, the Ayatollah of Know Your Rolla, telling you to tune in to CHMR Fridays at 1 p.m. for Ring Rust, Atlantic Canada's only source of wrestling news radio, with fanboy Mark Jabroni on 93.5 FM CHMR.
This is Fanboy Mark Chironi. You are listening to Ring Rust on 93.5 CHMR-FM. So, next up for the Elimination Chamber this past Sunday, live on the WWE Network, was Kevin Owens defeating John Cena after a 20-minute match. I'm not sure what a lot of people were actually expecting from this match, but I hope they all got it, because that was quite a match. And it really, really made Kevin Owens. I actually predicted, I predicted John Cena to win that match, so I was incorrect. Not gonna complain about it, certainly. It was a damn fine match. Words escape me as to how, epic a match that was. If you haven't seen that match yet, if you haven't seen Elimination Chamber, watch it. If you haven't seen that match yet, watch the match or watch the whole show or whatever. I mean, I would recommend you watching the whole show, but I don't know if I'm going to like it. Yeah, so you go live your life that way and tell me how happy you are on your deathbed with all those things you decided not to try because you didn't know whether or not you were going to like them. So, man up, or if you're female, woman up, or if you're other, then other up, and go watch it. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're a fan of WWE, go watch Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber was a WWE event. You should probably like it then. I don't know why I had to talk you into it. Quote unquote fan.
like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/ringrust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni. And subscribe to Jabronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni.
I'm Robbie, and you're listening to 93.5 CHMR-FM.
Is it hot in here? Or was I just engulfed in flames? And broads?
Zombie guards! Seize him! Tell me that's not fun to say.
Atlantic Canada's only source for wrestling news radio. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Ring Rust on CHMR 93.5 FM.
Next we have Neville defeating Bo Dallas. So how did I predict that one? Yeah, I predicted Adrian Neville to win that one. So, yeah.
Leading wrestling radio dry since 2002. You're listening to Ring Rust on CHMR 93.5 FM. Ring Rust presents Macho Facts. Randy Savage once decided he was going to package his urine as a sports drink. It's now known as Red Bull. And the Macho Man's elbow drop can be seen from space.
This is Fanboy Mark Jabroni. You're listening to Ring Rust on 93.5 CHMR-FM. Now back to the Elimination Chamber. Results from the American Bank Center in Corpus Christi, Texas. The second last match here sees Ryback defeating R-Truth, Sheamus, King Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, and Mark Henry in an Elimination Chamber match to win the vacant WWE Intercontinental Championship. Now, I had Dolph Ziggler called to win that one, but again, I wasn't really all that disappointed. He's put off some alright matches, I guess, as the Intercontinental Champion since then, so more power to him. Congratulations, Ryback.
You're listening to Ring Rust on CHMR 93.5 FM, where it's a three-ring circus every week. Whoopsie daisy.
This is Fanboy Mark Jabroni. You're listening to Ring Rust on 93.5 CHMR-FM. So I got one match left for the Elimination Chamber review. Dean Ambrose defeated Seth Rollins by disqualification, and they went to an awful lot of effort to draw out the fact that it was by disqualification and therefore he didn't win the title. It's like, and the winner of this match, Dean Ambrose. And almost 5 minutes later, however, it was by disqualification. Now, usually what they do is, the winner of this match by disqualification is Dean Ambrose, and you'd still get the same pop. And then you say, however, the title cannot change hands on a disqualification. That's the way they usually do it. So I don't know if we should blame Lillian Garcia or the referee or somebody. Whatever. I suppose it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, Gladdy, it's good to see you took some time out of your busy Friday afternoon to tune into Ring Rust at CHMR 93.5 FM or 103.7 cable, or even if you got that newfangled internet holding bo jumbo at www.mun.ca/CHMR. So I don't know nothing about this internet, because I'm too busy with me sheeps here on the old farm. Pass me another bit of haggis.
I don't know how people can make money doing this, but I'm going to be one of those people, hopefully, fingers crossed. Now that we're done with the Elimination Chamber, I guess we're just going to play out the last of the show with just some wrestling news. Havoc was at the WWE tryouts in Orlando, Florida this week, indicating she may be done with Impact this time. English. And also Johnny Gargano, Jimmy Preston, and Taylor Hendricks will all be working in the WWE tryouts that begin next week in Orlando at the Performance Center. So I'm not so sure about the other guys, but I wouldn't mind seeing Taylor Hendricks there. Man, that girl can rock. So says Hillary Duff anyway. With Taylor Hendricks' OVW theme song.
Like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/ringrust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni. And subscribe to Jabronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni. That's it for another show, kiddies. Check me out on Facebook, where you can keep track of all the news that's right on the mark, from around ringside to the latest concerts. See you at the shows. Later days.
This is 93.5 CHMR-FM.